How you doing now? Bostonian plays video games. Coming at you again. Letters from quarantine. Oh, here we go. Fallout 76. Now, excuse me. Oh, look at this. Oh, archery. You know what? Oh, boy. Come on, big dog. Gonna have to bring out the heavy, oh, okay, fine. Oh, man, I'm getting smoked here. Where's this clown? Alright, have a great one. Oh, oh, boy. Well, you think I'm not coming back at you, you get another thing coming. So, checking in on you. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everybody's taking care of themselves. Hope everybody's not, you know, following the news too much, but, you know, staying abreast. You know, a couple things happened today, and, you know, President Trump made an announcement as far as, you know, testing some antiviral medications and stuff like that, which I guess is pretty good. Oh, this is the big dog? Alright. Yeah, it takes forever to reload that thing. Alright. Alright, good. There you go. Taken care of. Problem solved. Yeah, made a couple announcements that I think are relatively promising, but, you know, time will tell. And, you know, I agree with, you know, a lot of people on YouTube who are basically doctors who I've been, you know, checking in with every once in a while. And, you know, they're saying where some states will be 2 weeks behind Italy and what they're experiencing, and again, there's going to be a boost in number of cases because we just haven't tested enough. And you know, a lot of people are looking to South Korea as far as, you know, who has been successful in combating this, and you know, their main course of action has been testing and you know, quarantine. So and then also, and I know it's kind of been a point of controversy whether it works or not, but they're saying gloves and masks, which I'm seeing a lot more of. So, and that's about it. I mean, I kind of want to use this time not to really, you know, explore too many theories, and believe me, I'm you know, I'm looking at a lot of them, you know, as far as, you know, what's going on and what's going on with the economy, and if it can bounce back, and, you know, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on as far as the internet is concerned. And I wouldn't say crazy, but there's just, you know, a lot of opinions, and, you know, what could, and a lot of theories about what could happen, what is happening, and I kind of want to stay away from that.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
You know, I kind of want to stay away from that, and, you know, just talk about the experience itself. I mean, you know, when I wake up, and I don't know how everyone else feels, but, you know, when I wake up, you know, it's kind of like, shit, we're in this new reality. You know, I really have to tell myself that, and, you know, what the restrictions are as far as, you know, self-imposed restrictions, and, you know, what kind of world we're living in. I mean, I talked to people yesterday after I had done letter 3, and you know, people getting antsy, and people getting you know, relatively worried, and you know, people with you know, kids and everything like that are you know, really feeling the pressure of being around each other all the time, which makes sense, you know what I mean? And you know, people are psychologically dealing with it in different ways. And, you know, I understand it, and the way that I'm, you know, taking a look at it is, you know, again, it's like this, oh man, I'm waking up to this reality, and it's different than what I'm, you know, used to, and, you know, it's hard to cope with. So, we're going to go through different reactions psychologically. Now, during these letters of quarantine, I just want to, stay as raw as possible and not get into too many, theories and speculation of what I think is going on. Even though that's some of the fun part. Well, I don't want to say fun part. I mean, there's nothing really fun about this. I mean, again, it's the one thing that concerns me is the way that we're getting information. The one thing that I will say is that, if we knew this was going to be a problem, the fact that we're just rolling out the tests now, it's kind of concerning. I mean, the fact that we didn't have these things, at least the ball rolling with this kind of stuff is kind of beyond me, to be honest with you, as the United States of America. So I know that Trump stated today that he did, shut down any travel from China to China. And I get that. So at least there was some, seriousness taken. But, and perhaps it was just the way that it was communicated. I don't know how much communication China and the U.S. had with each other, but, something fell through the cracks. I mean, that's just the way it is. And, these numbers are going to go up. And the way that I see information, the way that I see that the information dumps, I guess you could say, is that, it seems to be like, today I saw a lot more people out. And that's because people are getting antsy. And as far as the threat, it's going up and down. We're not getting, the numbers aren't increasing exponentially to cause any type of panic. But again, we just don't have enough tests, so everything's, happening very slowly, and it's giving people time to be like, oh, is this a real threat? And then, another information dump will come out, and then all of a sudden people start, I don't want to say freaking out, but, when those numbers double because we have more tests, we got to be prepared for that, and just know that that's just the way it's going to be because we have tests now. And not to overreact to those numbers. So here I am, quarantined. I also want to say something about Fallout 76 real quick. The reason why I'm doing these videos while I'm playing Fallout 76 is really, I really enjoy the Fallout 76 community, and to me, this is the way the game has been interpreted. And what I mean by that is, people are taking the lack of story from Fallout 76, as opposed to, what I mean by that, as opposed to Fallout 4 and 3 and Fallout New Vegas, where a story is guided. People are putting their own stories into the game. And, that's something the podcast Chad, which I wasn't aware of until Bethesda came to Boston to, kind of go over Wastelanders. It's a podcast that goes over, people's stories in the Wasteland. In Fallout 76, and I've played this game now for, what did it come out, last November, so a year and a half, and it's very relaxing, and I enjoy how the community has contributed to it, and all of us has gone through the excitement of the creativity of the game, but also the disappointment of the corporate maneuvers within the game as well. So there's two battling forces, I think, with this game. And we've taken the good with the bad. So that's why, Letters from Quarantine is going to remain in Fallout 76. So you guys have a good day. All right. Thank you.